Hello, it's Rena with Lylo Crafts, and I'm so excited to be coming on for episode 3 of Memory Keeping Mondays. And I will tell you about the giveaway in just a little bit. But I thought we would focus on love. And so what we love about Tennessee, and especially Hendersonville, which is where we moved to, is we love our home. Now, when we purchased it, it was a house, let me say. And this staircase right here was not stained. It was a natural wood, and half of these plants did not exist. And here is the back of the house. And that's my husband, Todd, and myself. That's our little red Kia rental-car that we had. And so we came to visit Tennessee because we sold our home much quicker than we thought. And we came to look at this house on March 21st, 2023. And we were here in Tennessee. Escrow closed and drove the 4 days it took us to drive cross country with our dog. We arrived on April 12th. That is how fast, right? We looked at it on March 21 and we're here by April 12th. So that is incredible. And there's such a story with that. But that is why I left so much writing space in here. And I love to write with white marker on black. I think that looks so amazing. So this is our home, and we planted all of these little daylilies all out in front. And when we moved here, we had a huge slope in the front, and this is the back of our house. So the woods are on this side. Okay, so I thought we would do some memory keeping. So I added in this flip out page, and this is wallpaper. Yeah, wallpaper. And so I've gone ahead and I have put together some things that I want to put in here. And so this is the first one. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this while I'm gluing it in. So when we moved here, and it didn't really have even much grass. It was mostly weeds, partly grass. And so the first thing that we did was figure out how to plant some seeds in the grass. And as the grass started to grow, we were like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Like, how can you have a mower? So I think this gives you a little perspective of, like, we have more grass in front of here where the mailbox is and where the street is, but we put this fencing in because we wanted something to kind of help it pop. And maybe you can see here in this photo that these stairs are natural colored right there. And so our grass started to grow really tall because we didn't know if we should use a gardener, which was $90 a week. And we were like, oh, that's so expensive. You know, maybe we should just get a mower. And so we bit the bullet and we decided to get a tractor. And so we went to the John Deere store. So we got this John Deere tractor and we started mowing our lawn. Now, what we didn't know, because we've learned so many things, is, you know what? We should have got a 0-turn mower instead of a tractor mower, because not only is our home on a hill, but down below is a steeper hill below this fencing right here. And so part of it, we have to do a push mower. So we had to buy a push mower also for our yard. So anyway, I have to say, I put the word enjoy here with the grass because it is really fun to ride that tractor mower. And in fact, I get to do this front part, and then my husband does this side of our yard, and then the whole back, he does the tractor mower. So we've kind of like split that up, and that is the part I get to do each week. And it takes about an hour and a half for me just to do this front part of our yard and a little bit in front. And it takes him about the same amount of time to do the other side. So we do spend about 3 hours a week on the tractor, except for when the grass doesn't grow in the fall and the winter, which I had never even heard of. I had no idea. So we put this fencing in, and we have a little dog, and so we wanted to make a space for him. So when we did that, we also decided to plant a vegetable garden. And so you can see he is loving the vegetable garden as the vegetables are starting to come out. We grew pumpkins and yellow squash and green squash the very first year that we were here, the very first spring that we were here. And so I use the word grow because not only are the vegetables growing, the lawn is growing, the flowers are growing, but we are growing too. We are learning so much. Okay, so then I'm going to open this up, and the next thing I want to do is I want to add this page in. Now this is just some coffee dyed paper that I made. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is our dog Buddy, the same one that is in this little picture right here. That's a close-up of him. He is sitting on our patio, our back porch. And you can see now that we have made some changes to our home. So we stained all of this fencing, and this is that pen area where Buddy is. And we stained the staircase. It was a lot of work, And then we planted some trees. So we planted 5 of these big trees. They're called arborvitaes in the front. And then we planted 3 crepe myrtles in the front. And then we also planted a pine tree, like a Christmas tree in the corner, and a little magnolia tree back there. So we wanted to add just a little bit into our landscaping, so it would have some more character, and our house would, be able to stand out a little bit. And I think it has come such a long way in the 18 months that we have lived here. It was only 3 years old when we moved in, and we feel so blessed to be able to go ahead and live here and make this house our home. I promised her we would take good care of her home. And if you see this is where I am going to write, and I'm going to write a little bit here on the sides, but I love that pocket right there. Okay, the other thing that I really love are the critters, the animals that come to this home. And this is my first friend. That is Smokey. And you can see here, he has like a bum leg. Can you see how his leg sticks out just a little bit? And we just watched him grow up so much, watch the antlers go from fuzzy to no fuzz on them. He is just so gorgeous and was just such a beautiful deer. He would let me feed him, and, if he was walking away, if I saw him out there, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, Smokey, I'll get you some corn. And so he would wait, and then I would put the corn out, and then he would come and get it. Just loved seeing Smokey, and he came by almost every day for over a year. But there are so many that come around, and right now we've got Miss Josie, and we've got Jess. So there are girls and babies that they bring. If you can see, that's a little fawn or a little baby. Oh, so sweet. Okay, so here comes the question of the day. And if this is your first time watching Memory Keeping Monday, you have to answer the question of the day in the comments, along with be a subscriber to my channel and give this video a thumbs up to get an entry into the drawing for the prize. And so the question of the day is, how long have you lived at your current home? How long have you lived there? So just go ahead and write that in the comments below, and we'll continue on. When I open it up, I am going to put in here another page of other critters that we get here, and I've gone ahead and put this together ahead of time. These are some of the other sightings that we have seen in our backyard, and squirrels abound. We have those woods, like you can see over here. We have over an acre of woods, just the woods, the natural woods, and oh my gosh, the squirrels in the front. And I know they're sure jumping in the woods too, but in the front of the woods, we have some big trees, and they just jump all around. It's so fun to watch them. And we have so many birds. And so this is a cardinal sitting on this is our porch light on our porch, our back porch. And The cardinals are so beautiful. I'd never actually seen one in person. And we have an occasional red fox that comes through, and they love to sit up by the rocks, and they are so cute, but they are predators of chickens. So we don't have chickens on our property, but our neighbors right across the street have chickens, and they think that fox got some of their chickens, which is so sad. The other thing that I thought was hysterical when they came through was wild turkeys. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know there was such a thing. So I've got a picture of the turkeys, and they come like in herds, or I don't know what that's called, but so great. And so what I did was I just glued on this book page pocket right here behind this flap, and this is where I'm going to put all my journaling about all the critters. I am going to be giving away a loaded pocket filled with ephemera for journaling or paper crafting, as they're going to include some homemade items as well as some store-bought items. If you are an international person, you can also be entered, but it would be for a PayPal $10 PayPal transfer. I hope you'll enter. You get one entry for every video that you watch, and you answer the question of the day. So thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.